Hi, I'm LeEtta Felter. I am serving in Position 1 for District 1. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am the mother of four, married to the love of my life for 33 years, and I am the current longest serving member on the LeEtta Public Schools Board of Education. I've had the honor to serve in this capacity since 2011, and my term ends in 2024. So it's been a wonderful journey. My husband and I are entrepreneurs. We started our business right here in LeEtta back in 1997. I had a 2.5-year-old and a 3-week-old, and we grew our business from that little mom and pop truck and equipment dealership to LeEtta Truck and Equipment, and then Midwest Truck Sales, where we were in 5 states, 7 dealerships, and sometimes over 300 employees. We averaged about 260 employees. So we are passionate about business and employees, and our 4 kids attended LeEtta Public Schools, so we love our schools. I serve on the Kansas Children's Cabinet. I just got appointed to my 3rd 4-year term there by the 3rd governor of Kansas, and I serve on the LeEtta City Council as well. I consider myself a child advocate. All things kids matter to me. It's not only a child issue, it's a workforce issue, and it's a family issue. It got on my radar in about 2010 about just how fabulous our schools were, and so in 2011, when a seat opened up on the LeEtta School Board, I threw my hat in the ring and naively thought, oh, it's a nonpartisan race, it wouldn't be political, but it definitely has a political edge to it. But I ran as a public servant, not a politician, and not as a change agent, but to give back to the LeEtta School District that had given so much to my kids. It was basically driven out of gratitude. I'm particularly proud of all of the opportunities that we offer kids early childhood all the way through graduation, and for those that receive special services up to age 21. I love our 21st Century Academies, the kind of try it before you buy it option, and also that if you know you want to buy that program and do that in college, you're getting a jump start and lots of opportunities in a lot of different areas. If you've ever watched a school board meeting, you see behind our heads the logo, students prepared for their future. And what that means to me is we have, of course, students that are academically prepared, but they're also equipped with grit and determination, adaptability, communication skills. They know how to go in for a firm handshake, make eye contact, how to change a tire, personal finance, life skills. That to me is the future. It's not just ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's equipping the children of our community from all walks of life that are depending on us to make sure they're prepared for their future, equipping them in every way we can to be ready to hit the ground running and not need remediation in college, or to know, hey, I'm not going to college, I'm going to do this career path. And so we have VOTEC avenues, and we try to capitalize on all the different paths that our children can take, and to me, that's equipping them and preparing them for their future. What I love most about being on the Board of Education, I would say it's probably a tie. Probably my favorite thing is going in the classroom and being with the kids, reading to them, talking to them. I'm a big dog and pony show girl. I'll bring in a chicken or a quail and let the kids touch and feel. And you know what? Hopefully they know that after they've interacted with someone who has entered their classroom and invested time and energy, that they matter to all of us, not just their teacher or not just mom and dad or the librarian or their pastor. They matter to LeEtta Felter because I took time out of my day to come and read to them and bring my little chicken Ginger, and she laid an egg to show them, kind of how life works. And I've had those experiences since 2011, and oh, I love it. The other part is while I'm in the classroom or in the school, seeing the teachers and staff and even our support team that aren't in the schools, seeing everybody come together. My perception is that our team always keeps the end in mind. That's the kid. It's equipping our children, preparing them for the future. And so those are my favorite things. What I'd like to achieve in my time on the Olathe Board of Education, which has been long now, is I would like to see additional opportunities given to our children. Things that come to mind are like additional coding and programming and IT, artificial intelligence opportunities that are right here in our community that we can bring to the kids, the opportunity to have a seat at the table and discuss it or have hands-on internships. I'd like to see pilots in aerospace and just another layer of enrichment. We've got a lot to offer. I'd like to see an expanded menu of options available and let the kids be able to avail themselves of, again, I call it try it before you buy it, because nothing's more miserable to be in your third year of college and realize, I hate engineering, or I don't want to be a teacher. These 21st Century Academy programs, I consider a gift from our community to our kids to allow them to test by dipping their toe in the water. So I'd like to have more community partnerships with our workforce so that we can have the pipeline where we're lining the bench for the future with our children. We want them to stay here, grow up, and live in Olathe and not leave us when they are flying the nest. Just fly the nest to their own home and establish their family here. So what I'd like the patrons of the Olathe School District to know about me is, first of all, I'd like for you to learn CPR. I saved my husband's life this summer with CPR when he went into cardiac arrest, and he would tell me to tell you, learn CPR. You never know when you'll need it, and we needed it this summer, and it saved his life. Secondly, school board elections are as important, if not more important, than presidential elections, gubernatorial elections, senators, state and federal level elections. They matter. Elect responsible, caring adults who see the value of public education in your community and are willing to put heart and soul in it for the kids. Thirdly, I'd like to point out how critical it is to have Board of Ed members that are willing to do policy advocacy. We're not activists, but if you're not at the table when policy is being created, you're what's for dinner. And we learned this the hard way back in my early service on the Board of Ed. So another one of my favorite activities as a board member is to advocate in DC and in Topeka for policy that will impact us positively here in Olathe. Although we're in Johnson County, we are distinctly different from our neighboring districts. We're very different from Dodge City's school district. And so, we're all in this together in the same state, and we're all in this in the United States. And we have certain mandatory and statutory requirements that are right for kids. But having a Board of Ed member, or more than one, that realizes how important it is to be a voice, to tell your story as a district of how policy will create hardships or challenges or barriers or help in a big way, makes a difference to our policymakers. If you have ever wanted to give back to Olathe Public Schools or to your community, there are a lot of opportunities to do so. If you don't know how, ask your teacher, your child's teacher, the school principal. Feel free to call a board member. Ask Dr. Yeager. We want you in the classrooms. We want you in our schools. Your kids thrive when they see mom, dad, grandma, aunt there being a part of their daily routine, that what they're doing with just a little dab of glue will do, that matters, and the crayon color choices. If they know that we're embedded in the fabric of their daily lives, it makes a material difference in their lives. So I encourage you to volunteer. I encourage you to consider running for an elected position to serve in this capacity at some time in the future. All you need to do is just learn the ropes by getting in the schools and knowing what's going on. And I think that you will be inspired to help in a material way as well.